Ya me hartó este hijo de la chingada. ¡No mames!
Adiós, Albedo. ¿Para qué sirve? Bueno, no hay ningún bote. ¿What? ¡Ay, cabrón! ¡No! Siento que he perdido algo importante. Hola, hola chicos y chicas, bienvenidos a un nuevo stream de el Genshin Impact con la misión legendaria de Tignari. La verdad no le traigo tantas ganas al personaje Tignari. O sea, no sé, me dejo engañar por lo que es el daño que hace el personaje, porque la verdad es muy poco el daño que hace, pero hay otro detalle que este sí me gusta, es el de que consume muy poca energía, o sea 40, y que es muy rápido el personaje. Elementales, 3 cargados, definitiva, rotar. Es básicamente lo que hace el personaje. Un equipo de rotaciones rápidas como por ejemplo Show Raiden podría estar bien. Quitas a Shanling tal vez y pones a Tignari y tienes un equipazo. Un equipazo de reacciones dentro, muy potente. Pero... Y luego que lo van a meter en el banner permanente, tampoco, bueno... Me da la posibilidad de que lo pueda sacar luego en un fallido 50-50. Y si es que sale en el permanente, pues... o sea, en el futuro, pues igual y tampoco me voy a arrepentir de que no lo haya tirado en el banner promocional del personaje. ¡Hey! Movámonos de una buena vez al juego porque ya la música se me acaba. Ya se me acabó, de hecho. Y comencemos con la misión. De hecho, a ver, estoy aquí al lado de esta cosa. Fíjate. Estaba por ahí investigando ciertas cositas. Miran, una cebolla. Y arriba tiene fruta. Vaya. A ver, corre. 2. ¿Cuánto tiempo tengo? 3. 4. Zoom. 5. 6. Oh shit. 7. Oye, ¿no eran 8? Yo llevaba en la cuenta 6. Ah, no llego. ¿Qué dice por acá? ¡Ey! Saludos, Sergio Hugo, ¿qué tal? Dame un momento, hago más grande esta chingadera. Dice, si no fuera tan macho te pensaría, ¿qué pedo con la música del desierto de Metal Slug? Oye, no más es cierto, ¿eh? Pues tienen que acordarse de algo importantísimo. Esta es la representación del desierto, así que no está tan mal. Ah, de hecho, ya terminé, entonces continuamos. Miren, un Silly. Silly. Oh, ¿qué hacen todos estos hongos? El investigador se convierte en el investigado. ¿Qué hacen todos estos hongos aquí? ¿Qué dijo Paymon? No me dejaron. Oh shit. Oh.
If it's useful, I'll take it.
Desierto y se asemeja algo más a una selva. Lo que pasa es que estamos en la parte selvática, ¿saben? Esto que es bosque, todo esto de aquí es selva. Es esa parte selvática. Pero viene la parte de acá y ahí es donde se viene el desierto. De hecho, ahorita nos vamos a dar una vuelta por ahí para que vean un poquito. Y ya. ¿Tengo un healer en el equipo? Sí, pero... Vale pa' puro queso. Suponen que aquí arriba está la chingadera esta, ¿no? A ver, chicheto. ¿No cheto? ¿Y abajo? Cuéntala. ¿What? ¿Aquí dentro? Oh. De hecho, ¿por qué me vine con este equipo? ¿Nomás porque eran exploradores? Porque la neta... No sé. Vámonos con este.
Be still.
6000.
Yes. Very nice.
Me vas a... Ah, la bestia. ¿Por qué siempre me mojo? Ah, sí, cierto. La cámara me está estorbando. Perdón. Cámara, por favor. Gracias. Voy a sufrir de eso, de que la cámara me estorbe en el monitor. Así que, ¿qué? Lo cual es muy XD. Sayu cura más o menos, o sea, ya ni juego, pero la subí un poco y era me... Sí, concuerdo. Pero más me creo que es ella. Aunque no crean, no lo crean. Sayu, el problema que tiene Sayu es que cura con la definitiva. Y cura mal. No tengo constelaciones, ¿no? No tengo constelaciones. Tantito peor. La C1 está bien. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? Ataque. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? Ah, que la chingada. Ah, claro, lo busco por acá. ¿Va a haber botón de VTuber y de 2.0? Probablemente sí. Porque, acuérdense, el trío de cámaras. Una me debe de estar apuntando enfrente y la secundaria, pues... ya harán el trabajo, ¿no? Defensa, ataque. Miren, esto... Uy, maestría elemental. Pero no tiene probabilidad ni daño crítico. Ah, que la chingada. Eso salió de pura chiripa. Mucho ataque. Probemos suerte. Maestría elemental no me llama la atención. Para eso tengo el de maestría elemental. Ataque, ataque, más ataque y super ataque no me llama la atención tampoco. Dame eso. Dice que por allá hay un coso. Ahorita vamos con la misión de Tignari. Ok. ¡Corran! Pelea. Trío lácteo, ¿qué? ¿Qué? Ok. ¿Y si esa madre con...? Voy a despertar al diablo, weón. ¡Ey! What? ¿Y dónde consigo esas partículas? ¿Cómo se llamaban? Orbes, no sé cómo se llamaba. Arriba no es. Allá está. Yes. A la lejanía no se ven. Dato a registrar. What? Dos. Al otro lado. No hace nada. Wait, what? Entonces, no entiendo nada. Güey, ¿y entonces?
Happy to apply.
You are not welcome. Regret.
Siento que esa cosa la voy a utilizar un chingo, así que voy a tener que matar un chingo de esos eremitas. Güey, entonces... What?
Stand with me.
Hola, señorita.
Dissipate. Out of the frying pan.
Cascade.
Y entonces esto, ¿cómo se rompe si no tienen una tontería ahí cerca? A ver, vamos a ver. Ah, me equivoqué de botón. Pues no tiene sentido. ¿Cómo chingan? Ah. Pregunta. Ya sé por qué tenía este. No, nada. Me voy a la verga, man. De hecho... Qué asco, güey.
Stand with me.
Va a tener que estar cambiando. Muy bien. De personaje cada vez que haga esto, ¿o qué rayos? Vaya, recupero un chingo de estamina. Y menos mal, porque no mamen, si está bien alto esta chingadera. Hola. Dije, hola. ¿Qué tenemos aquí? ¿Qué? ¿Mm? Oh.
Propagate.
Bueno, pues sí.
Propagate.
¿En serio te da este cofre, este desafío estúpido? Hay desafíos que son mucho más complejos, complicados y te dan un cofre de estos sencillos, por así decirlo. Aquí hay una de estas chingaderas. ¿Será que me da tiempo?
Our bond is strong. Lightning, arrow. Dissipate.
¿Cuánto tiempo duran esas tonterías? Hachis, los mariachis.
Stand with me.
Cascade.
Our bond is strong. Nice and spicy. Propagate.
Yes. Very nice.
Pinche yato. Me pico. ¿What? ¿No me pico? Ah, bueno, sí me pico.
Overestimated myself.
Dissipate.
Soy idiota.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
¿Qué es esto? ¿Mm? Dicho, a ver, esto, me teletransporto y voy a ver si alcanzo. Me gusta todo el paisaje, se ve verde y a mí me gusta el verde. Más o menos. Y que me quitaron mis partículas, qué ojetes. Mira, aquí hay un partículas. De hecho, y si me cambio con... Esta va a ser la peripecia de la versión, ¿eh? Bueno. No me digas que se perdió. ¡A chinga! Ah, ya sé lo que pasó. Exacto. El cofre está allá. Mire, este se me hace un poquito más complejo. Me dan un...
A chest full of valuables. and a
Estas
trove of
tonterías.
potential clues.
Uy, tiene más caída. No dura mucho. Y a ver, con lo que siempre he querido luchar, changos. Qué castroso está esto. No hueles, por favor. Dragón de las ruinas. Una máquina de las ruinas capaz de absorber energía y contraatacar. Durante el combate, el dragón de las ruinas liberará casi una peligrosa corriente de energía. En función de... Nada, se aprende con los golpes.
Boba, get them! Out of my way! Spring forward! Ha!
Be still.
No se puede. Baja. Baja, cobarde.
Stand with me! Propagate!
Cascade.
Ni pa'l arranque.
All yours, should you have any use for them.
Bueno, Tignari nos espera. ¿Y dónde está Tignari? Ni siquiera he hecho mis diarias. Ajá. A 800 metros de aquí. Al centro de la ciudad. Huímonos. Pues el ambiente está interesantillo, ¿eh? O sea, me refiero a de que... Está chingón el ambiente así natural, todo verde. Y luego veremos cómo nos decepciona el desierto. XD.
Traveler, you've come at a good time.
Wait, this sounds like another commission.
It is as you say. The commission this time around is of high importance. It pertains to the safety of the Avidia Forest's inhabitants.
Huh? What happened?
Not long ago, we received word that a section of the Avidia Forest seems to have become contaminated.
Contaminated? You mean a new withering zone?
I don't know about the specifics, but I hear that strange things are happening to people who cross through that region. The Avidia Forest inhabitants won't leave their homes so easily. If we allow this contaminated region to expand, the consequences could be unimaginable. That's why I want to ask you to investigate the situation. Even if all you can do is stop the contamination from spreading, that will still save many people.
This is forest business. Maybe Tignari will know something. Let's go find him.
Ok. Preguntas sin respuestas. ¿Otra vez? Ah, bueno. ¿Qué? Nueva misión, habla con Catherine. No. Vámonos. Hablar con la otra Catherine. Mira, está cerca. ¿Debería de pelear con el pajarraco este para que me dé materiales? Ahorita. ¿Cuánto tiempo tengo disponible? 1 hora. 1 hora. Dame 1 hora.
Add Ash.
Cate. Eso es. De vuelta al basurero. ¿Dónde era? Interesante. De hecho, hey. Justo tengo 20. Y no he visto un santuario de las profundidades. Bueno, ofrecer todo. Al otro lado. Oh. ¿Allá? Hola.
This is where you've been, Tignari? That's...
Shh. Keep your voice down.
Hmm?
Tignari, everything's spinning. Am I going to die? Tell Mom that I should have listened to her. And tell Suna that I'm sorry for breaking her toy. I didn't tell her because I was scared that she wouldn't play with me anymore. Tignari, I heard that people turn into birds after they die. Is that true? I feel like I'm getting lighter.
What happened? Tignari, is he?
Okay, enough nonsense. You just have a small fever. Take your medication and rest. You'll be bouncing off the walls in no time.
Really? Then can you keep the thing about the toy a secret for now?
No can do. You're a big kid now. Once you've recovered, go and apologize. Keeping secrets to yourself won't solve anything.
Oh.
Hey, let me ask you something. I recall that you're usually pretty healthy.
I don't know either. Mom's been telling me not to play in the forest. I just wanted to look inside. It's different from before. I got lost and went around in a huge circle. After I got out, I started feeling dizzy.
Could it be?
Era la zona contaminada.
So that's how this whole mess happened. Anyway, go rest. No running around until I say so, got it? Traveler, Paimon, let's step out for now.
Mr. Forest Watcher, how is my son?
I gave him some antipyretics. Let him rest here for a while. I told him that he would feel better after some medicine and rest, but I only said that to comfort him. His symptoms resemble a fever, but something else is causing them. They seem more akin to a disruption in his psyche. Antipyretics won't be of much use.
What do we do? Mr. Forest Watcher, you have to help him.
If memory serves,
Tiene que ayudarlo.
a plant called
No tiene que
Vulpes
salvarlo.
can help soothe the mind. A small number grow in arid deserts. They usually look like shriveled weeds, but can be revitalized with a splash of water. They're expensive and unable to grow in the Avidia forest's climate, so I don't have any on hand. I'll ask the caravans. Go find Kale, have her prepare medicinal tools and a set of traveling gear for me.
All right. Thank you.
Es Vizca.
Contaminated region, huh? Is that why you two are also here?
Yep. Is it a new withering zone?
Doesn't seem like one. Whether you look at scale, internal conditions, or resultant effects, they're completely different. The only thing they have in common is that they aren't welcome. This nuisance made itself home in the Avidya forest, so I can't turn a blind eye.
We feel the same way.
All right. Let's contact the caravans first and purchase some Vasanti grass. We can also ask about the contaminated region. There's no time to waste. We have to move quickly. Let's go.
Busca un comerciante que venda anhela primaveras. ¿Está muy lejos? ¡Ay, su puta! ¿Cómo se llama? Minú. Mair.
Excuse me. I'd like to purchase some Vasanti grass. Do you have any?
I'm sorry, Mr. Forest Watcher, but we've been closed for the past few days.
Closed? Now that's odd. It's my first time hearing you say something like that.
It's a long story. Some of our goods were stolen recently. They were mechanical parts that we got from the academia. Although they're old models, they still fetch a good price on the market. Our caravans had to pool together Mora to afford those parts. Now that they've been lost, we'll likely come up short this trip. All the merchants talked it over, and we decided to raise the prices of our remaining inventory. Until this plan takes effect, none of us can privately sell anything.
I don't get it. If these goods are so important, then why not think of a way to get them back? Raising prices won't solve anything. At best, you're shoving the consequences of the robbery onto your customers.
Mr. Forest Watcher, it's not that we don't want to. It's just the thief disappeared into the deepest parts of the forest. We asked around, and apparently the forest has been very unusual as of late. Anyone who goes in experiences mental anomalies. We can't keep waiting out here for the thief to come out. All we could do is come up with another solution.
So the bandit hid in the contaminated region after stealing those mechanical parts. How many people were there in total? Were they not affected by the contaminated region?
That crook came from the contaminated region. As for how many, there weren't any people.
Me lo imaginaba. O sea, no son de... no son humanos.
Tell you, you might not believe me.
¿Qué?
Fine. The thief that stole our parts was a huge mechanical crab.
Dun 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 dun.
Heck? The Avidya forest has creatures like that?
Estamos hablando del mismo tipo de cangrejos.
To be honest, I'd rather not think about it. It moved too skillfully to be new at this.
A mí me suena a que es uno de estos cangrejos con un cuchillo en las tenazas.
We were all shocked. By the time we came to our senses, the thief was already long gone.
I see. If we help you retrieve your stolen goods, then business will return to normal?
Oh, but of course! Not only that, but you'll become one of our caravan's VIPs on all future purchases of any...
Enough. Tell me something that's actually useful. Any leads on that mechanical crab?
Maybe one. After our goods were stolen, we specifically got someone to assess the situation. If you're interested, you can go and talk to them.
All right. We'll go and have a word.
A chinga.
After the goods were stolen, I made multiple inquiries with nearby caravans and residents. It turns out that many others have also been robbed by that crooked crab. However, the crab only seems to be interested in machinery. It doesn't even bat an eye at other valuables.
Vaya.
The caravan carrying a large amount of Mora had an uneventful trip, but another caravan had a child whose metal toy was taken.
Oh.
That thing is a scourge. We'll eventually think of a way to get rid of it.
That mechanical crab is fast, strong, and a pain to deal with. 10 of us might not even be able to take that thing head on. Didn't academia ban research on mechanical life forms years ago? Where did that thing come from? Our salaries even got slashed because of it. Who would have thought that that robber wasn't a human, but a mechanical crab? This is rough.
I heard from the caravanners that there have been a lot of robberies lately, but we haven't been affected. We don't normally see the mechanical crab, and it doesn't disturb our daily lives. It only shows up when the caravans are here, and it runs back to the contaminated region after it's done making a mess.
You haven't tried capturing it?
We have, but it's too agile and fast. However, we did unexpectedly learn something the last time we tried to capture it. It apparently lives in the deepest part of the forest. So instead of immediately moving its spoils, it first hides them nearby. Once its stash grows large enough, it moves everything in one go. You'll have to move fast if you want those goods back.
How are things? Did you make any progress?
We learned of its behaviors, but much still remains unclear. Assuming normal operational status, mechanical constructs generally act according to their given commands. If I were its owner, I'd command it to steal more valuable things, or the mora you made. But it only goes after mechanical components. This doesn't make any sense.
Right. It's really weird.
So, you all found a way to retrieve our goods?
Do you have any more mechanical parts with you?
Yes, I still have a small bag of samples. They weren't taken since I keep them on me at all times. Oh, are you planning to...
Under constant external conditions, organisms rarely initiate changes in their habits. Here's what we know so far. It has a mechanical composition, it lives in the contaminated region, and it comes out to steal mechanical components. If we have said components, we can lure it out, capture it, and then make observations for further conclusions. Well, chatting like this won't get us anywhere. We're only wasting time.
You're right. We don't have any other options right now. This bag of samples is all yours, Mr. Forest Watcher. If you can get our goods back, the caravans will reward you generously.
We don't need anything in return, but I'll be keeping this bag. I may have other uses for it later. We'll also need to borrow a sumpter beast. Our act has to be convincing if we want the crab to fall for it.
Oh, yeah, no problem at all. If it means getting our things back, you can even borrow me to do whatever you need.
No.
I'll have to decline that offer. Anyway, we'll use the mechanical components and sumpter beast to pose as a transiting caravan and lure out the crab. Once it appears, capture it. I leave the timing to you.
Don't worry, we're professionals.
Veamos. By the way, dame un ratito. Chale. F.
Everything's in place and they've taken the bait. Yes. Now to start reeling them in.
I have to stifle a smile every time I remember the look on my retainers' faces when I informed them of my plans today. Panic-stricken, but unable to muster the courage to say anything in opposition.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this was a fine idea.
Ya. Pero... no hayan más mensajes. Estaba poniéndome de acuerdo para con los naranjos jugar los naranjos. Les voy a preguntar cómo quieren que los llame. Los naranjos. Los jugos. Bueno, el caso es que íbamos a jugar juego de naranja.
Trade routes and the contaminated region's current perimeter. The goods were likely stolen somewhere around here.
Then let's get to it. We'll definitely capture that criminal crab.
Criminal crab?
We'll start from here and have the Sumpter Beast with the components on board lead the way. This Sumpter Beast isn't familiar with us yet, so be calm and take your time with it.
Tenemos que arrastrar... Ahí está.
The Sumpter Beast went ahead. Let's keep up with it. Why'd it stop?
Looks like it's loafing around. Or maybe it's hungry. The caravanners grew disheartened after their goods were stolen, so they probably didn't feed their animals as scheduled. Let's give it something to eat.
No. Pinche yato.
Alright, it's moving
chinga.
again.
¿Cómo?
Did you hear something? Is that the mechanical crab the caravan was talking about? It's charging straight at us!
It looks strong. Be careful.
Pito, 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 pito.
Our bond is strong.
Be still.
Oh shit.
Just try to escape this time, you naughty caravan robbing crab! Hey, playing dumb won't save you. Spill it! Why are you stealing so many mechanical parts?
No parece entendernos.
It doesn't seem capable of comprehending complex questions. Keep an eye on it. I'll search around the area for the caravan.
Encuentra la mercancía que es el lugar con
I don't know why you're stealing mechanical parts, but they don't belong to you. Stolen items must be returned to their rightful owners. Any objections?
Vale. Se ve tan triste.
You came from the depths of the contaminated region, right? How about you help us with something? If you take us there, I'll give you some mechanical parts as a reward.
It reacted!
¿Nos habrá entendido?
We can't be certain yet. Its excitement may be a simple programmed response upon seeing mechanical components.
Okay, so you want the crab to lead us into the contaminated region?
That's right. The contaminated region has a large and currently expanding perimeter, so it would be difficult to conduct a thorough search. If we charge straight in, we'll get lost like headless pigeons. Also, our new friend here seems to be full of secrets. I've been studying this contaminated region recently, and I have a hypothesis of my own. So to be absolutely safe, it would be best to have a guide lead the way.
Paimon gets it now. Does this scuttler understand what you're saying?
It doesn't have to, as long as it isn't hostile towards us. I gave it some components that it will definitely take back to the contaminated region. So long as it doesn't attack us, we can simply follow along.
¿Cómo que sí?
It seems to be really happy.
Listen to me. Wait for us here. No running off. We'll be back soon. If you're still here when we return, I'll give you another mechanical part as a reward. Understood?
Chin, supongo que es un sí.
I'm not sure, But our priorities are to retrieve the mechanical components and to purchase Vasanti grass to make medicine with. We should return, but before we do, we need to set up a few traps. Can't have that crab escaping.
Esto es una trampa.
Race you! This way!
Oh! These are the mechanical parts that were stolen! You really got them back for us! Thank you all so very much. I don't know how I can repay you. Wait, didn't you want to purchase Vasanti grass? Don't worry about the price. They're on the house. How many do you need?
2 is enough.
No, that won't do. Here, I'll throw in some more.
No need. I've already received a reward from you.
Reward? You mean that bag of mechanical parts? They aren't worth much compared to this merchandise.
But those parts are very useful to me. Just like the Vasanti grass. I retrieved the things you needed, and you gave me what I needed in return. We're even. Oh, and before we go, just a reminder, the forest has an intricate and biodiverse ecosystem. Even if there were no mechanical crabs, other dangers are still present. Take caution on this route.
Noted. Thank you all ever so much.
Let's return to the village. The earlier we can give the child medicine, the sooner he'll start feeling better.
¡No! ¡No me jodas! ¡Qué pinche misión para... misiones que necesitas hacer otras misiones para seguir con las misiones. ¡Qué castroso! Pregunta, ¿eso ya está hecho? Al parecer sí.
So Tandra's supposed to be here in Gandharvaville looking for inspiration. But should we yell his name at the top of our lungs?
Eso solo serviría para escuchar los jugadores de la voz.
Hey buddy, what's your name?
Okay.
What are you doing here all alone?
Okay.
Do you live in Gandharvaville? Regardless, don't worry. As a trainee forest ranger, I'll do everything I can to help you.
Coley?
Hi, Miss Forest Ranger. I'm Rozzy. Don't mind me. I know the way back to Gandharvaville.
When people say, don't mind me, what they really mean is don't worry about me. That's all the more reason not to leave you alone. Hey, don't cry. What's wrong? Take your time. You can tell me all about it. Huh, that voice sounds familiar. Paimon's heard it somewhere before.
¿Es Coley?
Oh, it's Kale! And a child who seems to be upset. Oh, let's go say hi. Hi, Kale. How have you been? Paimon and Traveler. I've been doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. I'm helping Master Tignari patrol the forest. We're here on an errand. We heard your voice, so we thought we'd come ask you for help. You seem kinda busy, though.
I'll be fine. You go help them first, Miss Forest Ranger. I'm okay, really.
The sand got into my eyes, that's all. What a well-mannered child.
No podemos ignorar las cimas.
Sand? There is not a lot of sand in a forest. You keep saying you're okay because you don't want us to know what you're upset about, right?
Maybe.
That's exactly why you have to get it off your chest. Here's a trick. If you're keeping a secret that bothers you, you can try telling it all to a tree hollow.
A tree hollow?
Yeah, a tree hollow. Do you know Tanja's stories? The Aranar living in the forest will patiently listen to every word children say. Maybe there really are Aranar living in the tree hollows that will listen to you.
You like the Aranar stories too?
Of course. I love them.
Oh, people who like Aranar are the best. Okay, I'll try telling my secrets to a tree hollow. Thanks, Miss Forest Ranger. You know everything.
Aw, you're just exaggerating. Anyway, I'm trying to be like my friend, who always does her best to cheer people up when they seem sad. So, how are you doing? Feeling any better now? The forest is very dangerous, so how about we stick together?
Sure.
Wow, Cully's so good with kids.
Eres una guardabosques realmente responsable.
Well, helping children who are lost in the rainforest is all part of a forest ranger's duty. So, what was it you wanted help with? You're not lost too, are you?
En realidad queremos ir a lo más profundo del bosque. No, nada.
Okay, so you're looking for a children's author from Port Olmos called Tanja. And he's here in Gandharvaville, looking for inspiration. Wait, when you say Tanja, do you mean the Tanja? That's right, Uncle Tanja. So he's in the area, looking for inspiration for a new story as we speak? This is amazing. Could you wait for me for a second? I'll run Razzie back to Gandharvaville and then I'll be right back. I've always been curious what the man behind those incredible stories is like in person.
¿Es el caballero el que le gusta estar solo?
Tanja's just a normal guy.
XD.
Even so, he must be more creative than most people. Wait, hold on. Razzie, do you mean you've met Tanja before?
Mm-hmm. He's my dad.
XD.
Your dad? Tanja's your dad? As in you're Tanja's son? Ah, Paimon sees. That guy at Akara Crass told us that Tanja brought his son along with him. So he meant Razzie. Why are you here on your own, though? Did you and Tanja get separated?
We had an argument. I was upset, so I ran off here by myself.
Oh, in that case, we should take you back to Gandharvaville first. Then we'll look for your dad and tell him where you are.
No, I'm good. Thanks for your advice, Kale. I'm not so upset anymore. Come with me. I'll take you to him.
Yay! Thanks, Razzie! Paimon thought we'd be spending the whole day looking for him.
Genial.
Oh my gosh! I can't believe I'm actually gonna meet the Tanja!
Oh.
Ah, bueno. Así nomás. Bueno.
So Tanja headed this way. I know this place pretty well. Follow me.
Pregunta. No, al revés. Con esto. Los talentos están al 1, ¿verdad? Ok. Los artefactos los puedo cambiar en cualquier momento. Coley. Oh. Oh. Aquí va a haber un problema. Un grandioso problema. La resistencia dentro de dicho enemigo se reduce en un 30%. Es que no me sirve mucho. Si no tengo personajes dentro es que este set no me sirve mucho, ahorita que lo vengo pensando. Ataque... A ver, habilidades de soporte. Después de lanzar una habilidad definitiva. Coley, ¿cuánto de energía necesita? ¿40? Por favor. 60. Podría estar bien. Ritual antiguo de la nobleza. Con recarga de energía. Y maestría elemental. Ataque... No me interesa tanto, la verdad. Vida, defensa, daño crítico. Ataque, maestría elemental. Este es el mejor. Aunque falta probabilidad crítico y toda esa madre. ¿No hay ninguno con probabilidad crítico? El único, pero vida, no me late. A ver, fortalecer. Igual ya tenía que gastar en un artefacto, ¿saben? ¿Mm? Maestría elemental, nada mal. En todo caso me tendría que poner primero la flor. Equipar, para que no se me muera Kool-Aid. Recarga de energía. Recarga de energía, ataque. Este está bien. Uy, un por 2. Daño crítico. Otro por 2. Recarga de energía, perfecto. Recarga de energía, excelente. Oigan, recarga de energía. Es que esto no hace daño tanto, ¿no? Daño instantáneo, daño de Colombia a saltar. Es que no hace tanto daño, por eso es que no... Y, no, donde más le veo sentido es... Oye, ¿por qué no se cambió? Porque no la cambié, ¿verdad? Soy un tarado.
Trainee Forest Ranger Kale, reporting.
Ya se desbloqueó esta otra chingadera. Chin.
I'm sure I've forgotten something.
Vamos a la mesa de tontería. A subir un poquito de... De estas piedritas. ¿Dónde están? ¿Esto? No, no es esto, es esto. O 34 nada más. Va a doler.
Does this mean I'm making progress?
Tuve ataque. ¿En serio? Eso no me lo esperaba. Oh shit. Oh shit. Flor, ya le vamos a poner la flor, flor. ¿Sí? Ya no sé qué ponerle, la verdad. Y si le ponemos esto de... Más. Porque lo tengo ahí. Daño dentro. No hay de daño dentro. F. Aquí vamos a buscar de ataque o da... Espérate. La habilidad de esta. ¿40% del ataque de Coley? ¿Y esto de aquí? Bueno, eso no tiene nada de sentido. Ok. Si algún personaje de tu equipo causa una reacción de quemadura o lo que chingada regrese al regresar, otorga al personaje el estado de germinación, el cual inflige continuamente daño dentro contra los enemigos cercanos en una cantidad equivalente al 40% del ataque de Coley. Eso significa que el ataque por ciento es importante, así que ataque por ciento. Defensa, no. Vida, tampoco. Vida, menos. Maestría elemental. Defensa. Ataque. Uy, este de ataque está... ¿What? Potente. Y sale... Maestría elemental no está mal. Para hacer Coley. Maestría elemental otra vez. Si sale ataque es mejor que maestría elemental, sinceramente. O también probabilidad de crítico, no me quejo. Creo. Se me van a acabar los artefactos. Pasó lo que me temía. Voy a quemar uno de estos de aquí. O este de aquí. O este de aquí. O este de aquí. No, es que los artefactos estos de aquí no se supone que debería quemarlos. No lo voy a quemar porque es en serio que... Mira, este de aquí lo voy a quemar, chicos. Ah, bueno. Probabilidad de críticos. No tenía esperado que salieran probabilidades de críticos, pero ok. Y de última... O ya están los 4, ya están los 4. Y falta el daño dendro, pero le voy a poner ataque porque no tengo de otra. Esto es ataque, esto es ataque, esto es ataque, 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 ataque. Hijos de su... Ya que estoy al lado de la mesa. Ajá. No, relicarios. What? Prototipo de espada de las regiones centrales. Ok, ok. A ver, necesito este. Creo. Sí, ese. Y vamos a consumir... What? ¿No puedo consumir los artefactos nuevos de esto? Ah, no, aquí está, mira. Son los últimos. ¿Por qué? 3.9. Wow, es alto. Ataque, daño crítico. Ataque, vida, lo consumo. Ataque. Vida, esto no. Este de aquí sí. Defensa, daño crítico, ataque. Ataque. No, sí, lo consumo ya, qué demonios. Ataque, probabilidad crítico, defensa, vida, vida. La neta, sí. Vida, ataque, daño crítico, ataque, defensa. Sí. Tengo para 3, ¿no? O 2, ok. Pero ofrenda. A ver, sale algo bueno. Vida, ataque. No, no sale algo bueno. Pues... Ah, necesito 3. Es más. Me equivoqué. ¿Puedo ascenderla todavía? Oh, por Dios, sí es cierto. Tengo que farmear ese pinche pájaro. Y sí, bueno, ya. Vámonos, vamos.
Another job.
Otra cosa que debí también ver, Oh, lol. Es cierto. Otra cosa que también debí haber visto de los artefactos es la posibilidad de ponerle recarga de energía.
Oh, Rosie! Thank goodness I finally found you. What would I do without you, my son? Were you in danger? Did the wild beasts scare you? Did the stars guide your way?
I'm okay. All thanks to their help.
Thank you. Thank you all. I dare say that even the most cold-hearted Spino crocodile would be moved to tears by your kindness.
Oh, it's nothing. It's all part of my responsibility as a trainee forest ranger. I'm the one who should thank you for creating so many wonderful stories for the children of Sumeru. I love them too.
Really? I didn't know anyone read my stories apart from young children. That must mean you're still in touch with your inner child.
Sí.
Okay then. I have the inspiration for my next story. It shall be about an
Hijo de...
child at heart.
Huh?
Anciana.
It's an honor to become the source of your inspiration.
Whoa. Kale looks like she's about to pass out. Hey Kale, are you okay?
I'm okay. Sorry. I just got a little too excited.
Are you two story lovers as well? Yes. The moment I saw you, the image of an aura giant and an aura finch traveling together popped into my mind.
XD. En realidad alguien necesita su ayuda. Yo soy la ara gigante y ella es la ara pinzón.
Excellent improvisation. Yes, mount your trusty steed of imagination and canter through the lush meadows of lyrical expression. You have the potential to become a celebrated storyteller too, you know.
Seems like Tanja has a slightly exaggerated view of what it means to be a children's author. Also, Paimon's not a finch. That's nothing to get excited about.
Dejemos las bromas para otro momento. Cuentan al señor Tanger lo ocurrido en artesanía. ¿Qué?
Akara Crafts. Oh, right. I remember now. That small boat once sailed into the sea of my memory, but before long it floated away over the horizon, never to be seen again. Perhaps for the best. After all, a wild tempest was raging in Tanger Harbor.
What? Paimon has no idea what he's saying.
Yo tampoco.
What should we do? Do you think we should get Tignari to take a look at him?
XD.
Dad's saying he forgot about helping the people at Akara Crafts learn more about Aranara because right now he has something more important to do.
Oh, that's what he meant! Well, there it is! All the proof you needed that this kid is definitely Tanger's son. Wait, no, this isn't the time for all that. Tanger, your help is pretty vital to the toy makers. You gotta do something!
But the garden that blooms before my eyes is of greater importance, for therein lies the beautiful Aparecerá that all the children of Sumeru dream of.
¿Qué?
I, Tanger, have found evidence of Aranara activity right here in the Avidia forest, conclusively proving that Aranara not only exist in stories, but in real life too. If I manage to document the first real-life Aranara sighting, the petty problems that perplex Akara Crafts will be untangled in no time. Meanwhile, I may well be able to leverage this to assume leadership of the academia. Then all across Sumeru will know of the great Tanger living in humble Port Ormos.
I haven't written any papers myself, but I think you need to have a bunch of them approved by the review board before entering the academia. You also need a detailed and objective experiment record. Anyway, Tanja, what did you mean by evidence of R&R activity?
The hook's what's important in a story. The great storyteller Tanger never gives his audience the bait right away. Come with me.
¿Cómo?
Wait, not that way.
Kale, what's wrong?
Nothing. But that way leads us deeper into the Avidia forest. I'm just concerned for Tanja's safety. And I think I'm starting to understand why Razi and Tanja were fighting.
¿Que se refiere al secreto que Razi no quiere contarnos? Ah, sí, cierto. Tengo el arco perfecto para ella.
Just as I expected, the promise of one of my stories has kept you hot on my heels.
But this is just an ordinary tree hollow. Paimon's not seeing any evidence of Aranara.
You can deceive the eyes, but you can't deceive the heart. Look with your heart and you too will understand.
Paimon's not sure what look with your heart means. But anyway, let's start by investigating the area around this tree hollow.
Huh?
Hey, look! There's a note here! Could this be the evidence that Tanja was talking about? The handwriting's so hard to read. It's too hard. I can't remember the names of all these mushrooms. Do Aranara need to learn about mushroom classification? Here's another note that says, "This tree hollow is my castle." That sounds more like something an Aranara from the stories would say. There's another one here. If only I were a clever Aranara. A clever Aranara. Is the emphasis on clever or Aranara?
Yo no entiendo.
How does it feel to bear witness to a groundbreaking discovery? Exciting, isn't it?
Parecen las notas de un niño.
The crude handwriting may look like a child's, but don't forget, we're in the middle of a rainforest. I doubt that a child would be able to reach this deep into the forest, and I doubt even more that they would think of this lowly tree hollow as some sort of impenetrable castle. I boldly hypothesize that this tree hollow is in fact the Aranara's academia. The notes we saw were written by the Aranara themselves. There is no doubt in my mind about that. An Aranara that wasn't so bright left a note here wishing to become a clever Aranara. Oh, I shall craft a new story for them and call it The Aranara in the Tree Hollow. How's that? Don't the very words just conjure up images of Aranara in your mind's eye?
Nope.
Para nada.
Well, many an adventurer knows how to take to the skies with their easily visible wind gliders, yet they do not possess the invisible wings of imagination, making it hard for them to keep up with my train of thought. How about you, Miss Forest Ranger? Do you soar into the atmosphere on the wings of imagination?
Huh? Me? I don't know. Maybe I do, but maybe not. Anyway, it has nothing to do with me, so...
¿Te encuentras bien?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just that witnessing Tanja's creative process is a little...
Overwhelming.
Oh, yes.
For now, I've decided to stay here with Razi until we witness the legendary moment when the Aranara appear in this hollow. Don't worry, I won't let the Akara Crafts toymakers down. When a real Aranara appears, their little troubles will be resolved in an instant.
He seems pretty stubborn. Looks like we'll have to stay here and wait a little longer.
No, I think we should return to our camp first. Tanja, in Aranara and the Three Little Fungus, it says that Aranara are very sensitive creatures. I don't think they'll show up if we stay here.
Oh? Was that in the story? Ah, yes, I remember now. Miss Forest Ranger, you sure know your stuff. In that case, let's go back to camp and call it a day.
4 horas.
Traveler, wake up!
¿Han visto los Aranara?
It's not the Aranara. It's Kale. She's gone. Oh, Paimon's been worried about Kale since last night. Even though she kept telling us she was okay after we saw the evidence of Aranara activity, she's been acting kind of strange.
Tal vez Tanger la haya asustado.
Anyway, let's go find her.
De cualquier modo tenemos que ir a buscarla. Eso es lo que digo. Ya la encontramos.
So Kale came back here alone. Is she waiting for the Aranara to show up?
And I thought this was a place nobody knew about. I never thought Tanja would find it.
No mames.
The Traveler and Paimon. If I'd known, I would have just told the tree hollow instead of writing it down. There must be another way to practice my handwriting. Now I've created a whole new problem for myself. What do I do now? Dress up as an Aranara? Oh, no, that won't work. I should be writing something that an Aranara would never say, so that Tanja won't mistake me for one of them. But what should I write? What should I write? Oh, I've got it! There's no way Tanja could see this as the work of an Aranara.
So the evidence of Aranara activity we saw during the day
XD.
was actually evidence of Kale's activity.
Paimon se está cubriendo la boca para evitar que el sonido viaje en esa dirección. Vaya.
But why didn't she just tell Tanja?
Es su secreto.
Oh, right. Kale told Razi that he could tell any secret to a tree hollow. Must be because that's what she does. And now she even writes it down.
Yo creo que tiene sus motivos.
Yeah, you're right. We'll keep her secret for her. Oh, looks like she's almost done writing. Let's head back.
A la mañana del día siguiente también lo lleva de vuelta al hueco del árbol. Por cierto, vi algo de fondo. ¿Qué es esa wea? Wow, me falta explorar un montón,
Aha! There's a new note just as I expected. Yes! It's the same handwriting, which means it must have been written by the same Aranara. Let's see what it says.
Ooh, what could it be?
Me muero de la curiosidad, Lumin.
I want to visit Mondstadt during the Ludi Harpastum again? No, that's impossible. This must be some kind of mistake. How could an Aranara go to Mondstadt for the Ludi Harpastum? Even I would never write that into a fairy tale.
So, in other words, the notes can't have been left by an Aranara.
Yeah. If you ask me, they were probably left by a passing merchant from Mondstadt or something. Definitely not an Aranara.
No, I refuse to believe it.
No, pero aún así se queda en silencio ante este hecho tan... ¿Qué? Por ayuda a la artesanía de cara.
I can't.
¿Por qué?
What do you mean you can't? It's not like it'll take you a huge amount of effort.
You've written so many stories beloved by the children. I'm sure you can help create carvings that are just as successful.
Confiamos plenamente en ti, Tanger.
No! I can't do it. I thought that if I could find an Aranara, I'd be able to help Akara Crafts. But it was someone from Mondstadt all along.
But you've managed to write all those stories without ever having seen a real Aranara, right? What?
Razi, you tell them.
Really? Can I?
Yes, it's fine. Tell them. I know this is the moment you've been waiting for.
Hmm.
Kale, Traveler, Paimon, do you remember when I said that there was a secret I didn't want to tell anyone?
Yes.
I didn't want to tell anyone the secret, but it made me feel very sad and also turned Dad into a completely different person. So, I think I should tell you. Dad isn't the one who came up with all those Aranara stories.
¿Cómo?
What? Hold on. So if Uncle Tanja wasn't the author, then who was it?
No me digas que es Razi.
Wait, you don't mean...
No te referirás de que... What?
Dad's been telling stories in Port Ormos for as long as I can remember. I always got to listen to all his new stories. Every night, Dad would give me a Zaytun peach for dinner, and I'd eat it while he told his stories. The Zaytun peaches were delicious, but Dad's stories were really bad. He always uses sentences that are really hard to understand and strange, metaphors, I think they're called. But Dad kept on going, telling his stories again and again. Oh, one time, he even borrowed a camera from Lord Sangema Bey's shop and got me to take pictures of him in action. Dad showed me the picture and said that it shall become the precious record of Sumeru's best storyteller early in his career. Even though I only had Zaytun peaches to eat and not so great stories to listen to, I was happy. Then one day, I tried telling Dad a story I came up with. Dad seemed really excited from the very beginning. He looked really happy. He lifted me up high into the air and told me to continue. He lifted me up so high that I was looking down at him. As I continued with my story, I saw his expression gradually change. And when I got to my favorite part, Dad started crying. I guess he must have been moved by my story. When Dad put me back down, I looked up at him again, but now he had a scary look in his eyes.
You remember it so vividly.
It's not only Razi. I, too, remember every detail of what happened that day. After that, I gradually grew in fame and started making money. I became Sumeru's best storyteller, just as I always dreamed. Finally, we could afford more than just Zaytun peaches for dinner. I thought it would make Razi happy.
I was really happy at first, but then everyone started calling me Tanja's son instead of Razi.
Dale.
I kinda guessed why, but I also didn't want to believe it. Dad got busier with things that had nothing to do with storytelling, like that request from Akara Crafts. So I made up my mind that this time, I just want to be good old Razi so that Dad will become good old Dad again. Instead of Dad the way he is now, starting every story with, dedicated to my dearest Razi. I prefer my dad how he used to be, stumbling over words and not knowing how to end the story. That's why I decided to keep how I imagine Aranara to look like a secret.
Wait, Paimon gets it now. To sum up, all of Uncle Tanja's fairy tales were actually stories written by Razi.
Raymond.
And because Razi didn't want Tanja to keep living a lie, he refused to help him with the Akara Crafts commission.
Yes. That's why I tried looking for possible evidence of Aranara. But it turned out that I was just being a clown, as always. I'm a terrible father. I'm sorry, Razi. I'm so sorry. And I owe you all an apology, too, for wasting your time. Razi's the only one who can help Akara Crafts. If you can manage to persuade him, that is. Right now, I think I just want to find a tree hollow and...
Are we gonna let this happen?
Creo que debería decidir Razi.
You want me to help Akara Crafts with their carving? Well, I did mention what the Aranara look like in my stories, but to make a carving, we might need more details. Kale, Traveler, and Paimon, I might need your help on this one. I've never really left Port Ormos before. This is my first time in Gandharvaville. Well,
It's my first time being so far from home.
Bueno, esa es
Sumeru is so
mi primera
much
vez fuera de
bigger than
casa.
I thought. Seeing new places has given me loads of new ideas for my R&R stories. So I want to visit more places in Sumeru. That way, I can help Akara Crafts create an R&R carving that everyone will love. And I also want to take pictures of Dad everywhere that we travel to.
You still want me to come with you?
Yeah, of course. Come on, you're the best dad ever. This is the happiest Arazi has sounded since we met him. I want to thank you, Kale. Huh? Me? I didn't do anything to help. You told me about telling my secrets to a tree hollow. Even though I didn't have the time to find a tree hollow, telling everyone my secret made me feel so much better. Yeah, it's hard to keep too many secrets. And there's no need to hide our mistakes from others all the time. I made a lot of mistakes back in Mondstadt, but when I look back on them, it all feels more like a new beginning. I'm sure this experience will be the same for Tanja.
Yes. I'll do my best to become a good father again.
No me digas que. Exacto.
Did you just say
Exacto.
you've been to Mondstadt?
Ya.
I just passed by once. Never mind that. Come on now. Akara Crafts is waiting for us.
Ya iba a decir, ¿a poco no se van a dar cuenta de que ella entonces es la...
Ozzy, grab that camera and see what hidden inspiration you can discover along the way. Okay, let's go. Come on, Dad.
Razi, slow down and watch your step.
Parecen entusiasmados. Solo se puede hacer en Sumeru, ok. Perfecto. Ok. ¿Cuánto tenemos de esto? Ya tenemos esta completa. A ver, break. Aparte del break que nos tomamos ahorita, break para ir a matar al pajarote. Dime que Cecily se va para el frente. Ok. Te vas a quedar ahí. Achis. Achis.
Oh, so you collect these?
Mira, yo me voy de nuevo para arriba. ¿Me dejas subir? Uy, pero está bien alto, ¿no? Ay, cabrón.
It's time to go to work.
You are not welcome. Now you take my patience.
Our bond is strong.
Meet again.
En lo posible tengo que deshacerme de estos ermitas para conseguir ¿qué es eso? Para conseguir su loot, por así decirlo.
Collect these.
¿Cómo que abajo? ¿Cómo que abajo? No. Vamos a ver si ese agujero nos lleva a algún sitio especial. Como sucedió con la máquina eterna, creo que era. Necesito más gear para esto. Mira un pajarote. Uy, música. Interesante enemigo. Y qué bien que me he llevado este equipo. Uy, no manches, los estoy matando. Deleteado, güey. Dos nada más. Chale. ¿Por qué me dan esto? Recién me vengo a dar cuenta. Changos. Dos nada más, güey. No, no. Kulei. ¿Dónde estás? Puta madre, y ahora necesito esto. ¿Saben qué? Ahora a ver acá. Digo, vamos. ¿Qué está pasando?
Traveler in Paimon. Master, I prepared the pharmaceutical equipment. Do you need me to help grind the medicine?
No need. A precise dosage is required this time, so I'll do it myself.
Oh, okay.
But once I'm done, you can deliver the medication to the child. He gets a little nervous when I'm around for too long. I don't think he finds me very approachable. I'll go prepare the medication. Traveler, give me a hand.
O le hice la Dayara.
How is he? Doing any better?
I feel like he's doing a lot better.
That's wonderful!
Oh yeah. He asked me to tell you that Suna came by earlier, and he told her everything about the toy. Suna didn't get mad, so he wanted to thank you. Can I ask what happened?
It's nothing. Did you prepare the traveling gear I asked you to?
Of course I did. Are you going somewhere far away?
Yes, we're going to the contaminated region. Judging by its size, we will likely have to stay overnight. I'm leaving everything to you while I'm gone.
Huh? But I can't even begin to compare to you.
Many things are learned by doing. And once they've been done, you'll realize they weren't as difficult as you once thought they were.
Bueno, eso es cierto.
Problems as you yourself see fit. You don't have to emulate me.
That's right! You'll do great, Kale.
All right, then I'll do my best. Master, Traveler, Paimon, take care of yourselves.
Estaremos bien con Tignari a nuestro lado.
You put too much confidence in me. Anyway, like you said, things will likely be uneventful. Let's return and find that crab.
Cangrejo ya está, pero muerto. Pobrecito, lo dejamos ahí como media hora. No, más de media hora. De hecho, hablando de dejar abandonados, déjeme ver si no me han escrito nuevamente.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water.
Vale.
Transitory.
Ok. A las 8 tengo que estar conectados con los naranjos o los jugos. Les voy a escribir de una vez en un mensaje. Kevin, no, ¿cómo quieren? ¿Cómo? Chingados. ¿Cómo quieren llamarse?
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Naranjos. ¿Los naranjos?
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
A ver, continuamos. Les acabo de preguntar una mamada. ¿Correo? A ver. Recompensa de nuevas de recetas. Gracias por tu entusiasmo por la gastronomía de este. Y que tus futuros viajes. Esto es del evento de que. De tontería de Pizza Hut, ¿verdad? Pizza de carne y champiñones. Té de bayas crepusculares, tostadas crujientes de champiñones y queso. No me gustan los champiñones personalmente. Pero wey. A ver, y vamos con el otro equipo, ¿no? Con el de... Y ya no está la viajera, chale. La reemplazó la Kool-Aid, de hecho, esto. Planeador. Vamos por el momento. La bestia. Interesante. Por el momento le voy a poner esta. Le queda por el color de ojos. Nada más por eso. ¡Ah! Se murió. Se murió. ¿Coley?
Huh? Where's the crab? Did it secretly scuttle away?
The traps weren't triggered, so it should still be here.
Aquí está.
You honored our agreement and waited here until we returned. As such, I'll hold up my end and give you another mechanical part. Keep it safe. I'm not giving you another one if you lose it. Glad you're satisfied. If you want more mechanical parts, take us deeper into the contaminated region. I want to see what happened there. What caused the Avidia forest to become like this?
Ok. No entiendo qué pasó, pero se murió. Se desvaneció. Carajos.
So this is the contaminated region that everyone's been talking about. Oh, it definitely looks different from normal. It's like really creepy.
Do you feel unwell at all?
Por ahora sí.
Good. It's as I predicted. Elemental power confers a degree of resistance against the contaminated region's influence.
How do you know that?
I haven't entered the contaminated region for a proper investigation, but I've conducted quite a few controlled experiments. My observations during our time here have all but confirmed my hypothesis. Look at these flowers. How are they different from normal?
¿Son más brillantes?
This flower species is formally known as the Sumeru rose, but it is also known as the ley line lodestar. They're sensitive to ley lines and emit varying amounts of light in response. Excessive brightness indicates a dangerous level of ley line activity in the surrounding area. From the looks of things, the ley lines around here are already out of control.
You're saying the contamination here is coming from ley lines?
I can't confirm that right now, but I think that is the case. Let's take another look around and see if we can discover more clues.
¿Me la puedo llevar? ¿Me la puedo? Neta, qué pendejada. Otra. ¿Me la puedo llevar? Así.
You know, we haven't seen any animals this entire time. The birds used to chirp really loudly, and there were a lot of foxes.
This contaminated region currently appears to have a critical efflux of ley line energy, which is probably the root cause of the patient's cognitive disturbances. Some animals have keen awareness. They sensed something abnormal in this area and fled.
Leaky ley lines sure can cause a lot of damage, huh?
Like how plants have preferred growth conditions, we also gradually habituate to our surrounding environment. Climate, temperature, humidity, intensity of ley line energies. When people live under fixed conditions, they reach a sort of homeostasis with their environment. This equilibrium is broken when the surrounding environment abruptly changes, causing people's bodies to react in abnormal ways.
Atípica.
If normal fluctuations in temperature occur, then our bodies automatically adjust. However, the average person cannot adapt to changes in ley line energy, and so they fall ill.
Ya veo.
Then why are we okay?
I'm not sure why you are, but she and I are fine because our elemental capabilities allow us to adapt to this kind of change. Of course, it's not a good idea to spend too much time in areas with concentrated ley line energy. The only one who can freely traverse this place is probably the mechanical crab.
Es una buena pregunta. ¿Por qué a Paimon no le afecta? Para pensar. ¿Qué?
That's about it for the investigation. Help me find an open space. I want to test something.
Instala los dispositivos purificadores. ¿Dónde?
Environment, no wind. Target parameters, normal. Setup complete. Excellent. Looks like it's working.
What's this?
A purification device that I made. It can absorb excess ley line energy and temporarily stabilize an area.
What a neat thing! Let's set up more and cover the entire region!
I wouldn't mind if that would actually work. Unfortunately, once this contamination is present, it isn't something that a few purification devices can fix. The purification devices have their limits. At best, they can only prevent the contaminated region from expanding temporarily. If we want to permanently eradicate the contamination from the ley line effluents, we'll need to tackle the source.
El centro de la zona contaminada.
That's right.
Huh? The mechanical crab is acting a little strange.
Something's approaching.
Algo se acerca. Oh.
So that's it. Now that the ley line energy has stabilized, the monsters that had left are starting to return. Get rid of them quickly. Don't let them get close to the purification device.
¡A su máquina!
Nice and spicy. Stand with me.
Be still.
Ni para el arranque.
That's all of them. Hey, where are you? Wait for us. Let's hurry and keep up. The mechanical crab went that way. Let's keep up.
Help! Help!
¡Ay! ¡Ay, cabrón! Ok.
Spare me! Please spare me!
Hey, are you okay?
These injuries are superficial. Don't move, I'll patch you up.
Who are you all? What happened to those mechanical monsters?
Don't worry, we took care of them.
Oh, good. That's good. It's a monster! Hurry, attack it!
How do we explain this? Krabby here isn't a bad guy. It heard you shouting for help and brought us here to rescue you.
It's faking it. It has to be. Maybe it's gonna partner up with the other mechanical monsters and kill me. Do you know what's inside the forest? It's all crawling with mechanical freaks. I just came here to pick herbs, but I accidentally went into the contaminated region and almost died. I gotta get out of here. Ah, yes. I have to escape.
Está loco.
Be careful. These mechanical life forms are up to no good. It'd be best if you stayed far, far away from them. No wonder the academia wanted to completely ban the existence of mechanical life forms. Those things should be annihilated.
Are you okay?
His inarticulate speech and bodily tremors indicate psyche disruption. He's been inside the contaminated region for too long. We've purified the ley line energy over there. Follow this path out and you'll soon see the village. At that point, someone will bring him to Kale for help. I already prepared medication that will return him to normal.
¿Qué está esperando algo?
So you think you did a good job and want a part as your reward?
It's so hard to understand.
Alright, regardless of what you're thinking, you did some real good this time. That's why I'll give you another mechanical part. Need any help with it? Guess not. Well, make sure to hang on to it. What was going through your owner's mind when he made you, I wonder? You're like a giant mechanical crab on the outside and a fluffy little hamster on the inside.
Hamster!
And also, how do you feel about that person saying that you're as evil as the other mechanical life forms?
Okay, it definitely doesn't understand you.
It seems like it possesses limited understanding only towards matters related to mechanical components. Help others to get parts. That's probably its thought process. As for why it, or rather its owner, is collecting so many components, I'm not sure. It's getting late, so let's set up camp for the night. We'll explore further tomorrow. Hey, over here! Come on, you big lummox, raise your head and look up!
¿Qué? ¿Tonta?
Be still.
Let's set up camp here.
Alright, Paimon also thinks it's a good spot.
Oh. Any particular reason?
This place is perfect to put up a big tent. We can also set up a cooking pot and cook tons of delicious food.
Una razón digna de ti.
You're not wrong, but the primary reason for choosing this place is because its higher elevation keeps us away from the water vapor below. Rainforests are very wet. You should always be careful when spending the night in damp places.
Eso puede ser útil.
Next tasks at hand, let's divide and conquer. I'll set up the tent, you'll be in charge of making the fire, and Paimon will forage for edibles nearby.
Leave it to Paimon. Paimon's a pro.
I'm not expecting that much. Just do what you can. That's right. You can use rushes to start a fire in the wilderness. Their piths are relatively dry and can be readily set aflame. The downside is that they produce a lot of smoke.
Traveler, Tignari, Paimon couldn't find any food. Paimon didn't know that rainforest had so many interesting plants until we came here. They were all sort of weird-looking mushrooms, but Paimon didn't know which ones were edible. Paimon also saw wild berries on the ground, and Paimon was gonna fly over and pick them up, but the dead leaves on top suddenly started moving.
Rask.
It freaked Paimon out.
Those were probably deadleaf butterflies. They camouflage as dead leaves to evade predators. My guess is that they mistook you for a bird when you flew over, so they fled. Little did they know that you were more scared than they were. Never mind. The tent's up, so you two go rest. I'll forage for food. Oh, you found some already.
¿Qué chingados? Es más útil que... ¡No mames!
Hey! Paimon understands it this time. It wants mechanical parts again.
Sorry, no part this time. That task wasn't important enough. If every little thing resulted in a reward, then it might start to take advantage of the system. I'll note little things like this and give a cumulative reward at a later time.
Te estás quedando sin componentes, ¿verdad?
That is one reason.
Looks really sad.
After some further thought, it might come up with some weird misunderstanding if I don't give it something. All right, here's another for you.
Pinche... Pinche niño.
We'll take shifts on lookout duty tonight. You two can sleep first. I'll wake you up later.
We need lookouts?
Yes. Even though most animals fled because of the ley lines, we can't completely let down our guard. It's settled then. I'll set up some pest-repelling devices so poisonous insects don't come crawling into the tent. Have a good night. Not too.
Duerma bien, pero no mucho.
Paimon's getting sleepy. Is this because of the ley lines? It's been a while since we camped outside like this. This feels like when we just started adventuring together. Nighty-night.
Murmura en voz baja.
You're awake earlier than I expected. Did you sleep well?
Tengo un poco de sueño, como un lirón.
That's good. I was worried that you two wouldn't be able to sleep, so I specially used 2 of my homemade incenses. Don't worry. They're made from all natural ingredients. They have a light fragrance and aren't harmful to the body. Speaking of which, have you seen the crab? It was scampering around over there just now, but I don't know where it went.
Estaba siendo precavido con él.
So you can tell. My suspicion is less towards the crab and more directed to its unrevealed owner. A ley line effluence of this magnitude occurred without any warning. Someone probably disrupted the natural flow of the ley lines. Until we fully understand the situation, take extra caution. The academia has banned mechanical lifeform research for years, so the origin of these creatures is very suspect.
La academia hacía investigación de formas de vida mecánicas.
Topics related to mechanical lifeforms were popular in the Spontama for a time. Some of my juniors had also thrown themselves into such research. They proposed an intriguing idea. Use our knowledge to create a new and practical lifeform that could help humanity conquer nature. However, no matter which modules or parts are installed, a machine is innately a construct that receives and executes commands. They can never possess self-awareness like us or other living organisms. In their pursuit to discover the differences between mechanical and biological lifeforms, zealous researchers performed unregulated vivisections and other absurdly cruel experiments on animals. Research on mechanical lifeforms was thus banned. The irony is that the researchers became even more impetuous afterward. Who knows? Maybe this subject will be unbanned in a few
¿No
years.
te interesa esa área de investigación?
That's a difficult question to answer. I'm interested in the topic of mechanical life, but I don't like the researchers' attitudes.
¿Es tan malo no dominar la naturaleza?
It's just my personal opinion. My ancestors and the Vulpes of the desert coexisted together and supported one another. The blood of my people were born from this symbiotic relationship. So to me, all life is important. To understand life, you must first respect it. Life is not an expendable commodity, and knowledge should not be wielded like a scepter. These are the points of contention I have with some researchers, and why I left the academia. By placing yourself above other life forms, what kind of results do you expect to get from researching pure life with impure intentions? Really? Well, I'm glad to hear it. Coffee? Did you prepare this for us?
Parece que otra vez quiero una recompensa. Deme un momento, voy a compartir algo con unos amiguitos. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? Aquí está. Ya. Justo me está pasando eso. Y otra. Y otra. Mejor personaje. Mejor personaje no, sino mejor... no, personaje. Sí, personaje de la 3.0. Bueno. Parece que otra vez quiere una recompensa.
All right. Seeing that you're working so hard to help out, I'll give you another part. You're not planning on using it. Many of your own parts are critically degraded, and you're running low on power. All right. Suit yourself. Oh, and thanks for the coffee, but I'm about to go to sleep. The night watch is yours. Stay safe.
¿Ese es el turno nocturno?
Sorry. Paimon slept through the entire night.
Wow. Como castigo tendrás que hacer guardia nocturna de solas la próxima vez.
Don't worry. Paimon will be sure to stay awake next time.
Good morning, Traveler and Paimon. Quick question. Do you feel off at all?
Siento ligera mareo.
Me too. The farther in we go, the closer we get to the source of the ley line effluence. We'll be heading out earlier today. I'll take down the tent.
Is there something we can do?
Extinguish our fire so we don't set the entire forest aflame. Also, retrieve the pest-repelling devices from last night. We don't want to affect the ecosystem here.
Got it! Paimon will take care of the fire.
Yo iré a recoger los repelentes.
All right. Let's meet back here later.
¿En serio? Paimon.
How do you put out a fire?
Qué pendejada. Recoge los repelentes que pusieron la noche anterior.
All right. It's about time to head out. As we go further in, we may encounter more berserk machines. The effects of the ley lines will also increase. If you're struggling, it would be wise to avoid conflict. Try to conserve as much energy as possible until we reach the source of the contamination.
Ok, papá. Adéntrate a la zona contaminada. ¿Dónde? Boing. No.
Our bond is strong.
Ok. Hay un silly allá arriba. Pero tenemos que bajar. ¡Abajo! ¡Más abajo!
As I thought, the closer we get to the contamination source,
Hola.
the more mechanical monsters that appear.
Oh shit, Colai se muere. Colai se murió. Hola.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Nice and spicy.
Cascade.
Por allá. Dame eso. Chin.
It stopped here.
Upon closer inspection, the plants here are really different. Ley line energies are also stronger here. This may be the place we've been looking for. Ready yourselves. We're going in.
Stand with me.
Colai necesita más vida, güey. Me sirve. Origen del área contaminada. Vamos a ver. Llevemos este equipo, ¿por qué no? Por ahí se me va a morir, pero...
There's a ton of mechanical monsters here. They made this place their lair.
Looks like there's no way to sneak by. Let's take care of them quickly.
Our bond is strong. Nice and spicy. What is this?
Nunca había visto un aparato como este.
Leyline energy is spilling out from here. This device. It's extracting energy from the ley lines without end.
¿Cómo?
Who in the world would do this without considering the consequences? The ley lines won't be able to repair themselves if their flow is perpetually disrupted like this.
That's terrible. We have to stop it. Oh, let Paimon see. Paimon doesn't see controls anywhere.
Me estoy comenzando a marear.
Standing here is equivalent to being directly showered in leyline energy, which may cause irreversible damage to your body. Take Paimon and get out of here. I'll see if I can find a way to turn this thing off.
But you're also vulnerable to the ley lines, right? We're staying. We can't leave you here by yourself.
Then let's look for it together. If there is no control unit here, then there must be a trapdoor somewhere.
Hmm?
You know where it is? Hey,
What? Estaría chido que te baje la vida poco a poco, ¿sabes? O sea, no estaría chido, pero sería un detalle un detalle. What the hell?
what's this? It'll only show up if you step on it?
Be careful and watch your step.
What?
Look! Someone's here! Are you the one that's taking the ley line's energy? Turn off that machine now! Why aren't you saying anything? Too ashamed?
His body is cold. It's emaciated, and his eyes are sunken, likely from chronic malnourishment and stress. He collapsed and never got back up. What? Almost forgot about you. Here, this is the last one.
What is it doing?
I'm not sure. Judging by this room's layout, this place was a laboratory. We should find a repository of research documents if we keep going. The file room will definitely give us some clues, so let's go take a look. Maybe we can piece together what happened here.
Ah, bueno, pues aquí las pone. Pie de frente al equipo, como si estuviera pensando en algo.
This place is a natural hiding spot with how hidden it is. The pipes continue further. Let's head in.
Wow. No mames, si es enorme. A ver.
Did you two find anything?
There are a lot of lab notes, but it would take way too long to read through them all. I found a tape recording used for an experiment, and based on its serial number, it's from 2 years ago.
Tape recording?
Yes, the Spontama created a device that visually records experiments and consolidates the final production into a tape. However, these devices are expensive to make and aren't entirely stable. That's why they are only used in some laboratories and do not see wider usage.
Come on, let's watch it.
Hold on, let me figure out how to play the tape. It goes in there. Okay, this should do it.
Puedes introducir la cinta en el proyector. Es una grabación.
Kakata? Seriously, I look away for 1 second and you're gone?
Carcata.
There you are. Look here. This is our new home. I, Abatui, will unleash my talents here and amaze those ancient fossils at the Academia. Oh, you're also quite happy. Kakata, do you know what we're about to do? Yes, I thought not. Listen up, Kakata. I'm going to make a mechanical life form that can be mass-produced. The technology will be unlike anything else that exists. I'll use mechanical organs, and electric currents will course through them like blood. A steel-cast heart that will beat forever, and a brain of myriad components that can think like mine. Inspiration from the ruins and the research that the Academia had banned. I hope everything can start anew from this place. When you can understand our language and live among us, you will no longer be a boring machine, but a truly living being. It's fine. You will understand. One day, you will understand me.
Vaya.
Karkata is the mechanical crab, right? And that researcher named Abatui said he wanted to prove something to the Academia?
Una investigación prohibida.
I remember now. I had a junior researcher named Abatui. He was expelled from the Academia for researching mechanical life forms.
Junior researcher?
Buen investigador.
Yeah? What's wrong?
Nothing. Paimon was just wondering, doesn't Abatui look older than you?
He is, but academic progression isn't tied to age. I finished my studies a while ago, so subsequent students generally considered me as their senior.
Oh.
Bueno, eso es cierto.
Course, age can be an issue. For a while, people always dragged me into pictures. I felt like some kind of animal on display. That isn't important. Let's go and see if we can find other tape recordings.
Written on it. Let Paimon see. It's from a half a year ago!
That's quite the time gap. I wonder what happened in between.
Proyectora.
It's rare that you malfunction because of an operational error. Seems that making coffee is still somewhat difficult for you. Or is there an issue with my set parameters?
¿Cómo?
All right, there you go. Water entered the Keela and caused it to short-circuit, so it couldn't receive signals from the ganglion. Look at me, talking to you like this. You can't understand me anyway, can you? It's fine. I swapped in some new parts, so you should be all right now. Try moving around. Everything in working order? Be more careful next time. We're tight on money right now, so we don't have a lot of parts or power to spare. I'm glad. Karkata, did you know?
Yesterday, I dreamed that you could talk. Aren't the bunch at the Academia always saying things like, mechanical intelligence is just an extension of statistics? They were blown away when they saw us talking with each other. Too bad it was just a dream. Forget holding a conversation with me. You're so simple that you probably wouldn't even notice if I died. Never mind. I should probably be worrying about next month's power.
Energía.
After Abatui left the Academia, everyone lost contact with him. I thought he was so despondent that he gave up on researching mechanical life forms. Instead, he had holed up here and continued his experiments.
Paimon doesn't feel like he's a bad person. He even changed out Karkata's broken parts. Why would he mess with Leyline?
Mencionó algo sobre la energía.
Let's keep looking around.
Ah, ya me tira para atrás. Vaya.
Following the serial numbers, the next recording should be here. The writing is sloppy. Perhaps his state of mind had changed. There's also an undated tape in the wrong spot. Doesn't seem like Abatui put it there.
Maybe Karkata helped him with sorting.
It's hard to say. These are the last 2 tape recordings.
Es una proyectora del problema del pasado.
Sorry, Karkata. I was just thinking about something. Today might become a special day. In my recent experiments, I successfully gave you a living being's instincts. When you're low on power, or if one of your parts is damaged, you will prioritize your survival command and proactively recharge or replace your parts. That is a very dangerous thing. And today, I did something even more dangerous. I've officially activated the 3rd generation ley line extractor. The ley lines will serve as our power source from now on. Conducting research on mechanical life forms requires a large amount of power. Even if I scrimped and saved, the more I have wouldn't last for long. I'm also getting tired, Karkata. I don't know what's driving me to continue with this research anymore. They say that even if it simulates the operation of a living creature's organs, a machine is still an ice-cold tool. I want to prove them wrong. I want to turn you into a living, breathing, and talking being. I'm not talking about anything cheerful, Karkata. Modules for language, emotion, and movement. I've been working my absolute hardest to augment and refine your functionalities, but I've never seen an effective response. You are my finest success, but even you can't understand me. All you can do is execute limited responses based on preset commands or keywords. Karkata, I wish you could speak to me, even just once. Yes, you cannot understand me, so you cannot answer me either. It is what it is. In a few days, I'll sell the failed ley line extractor for some more and continue my experiments. Life goes on, and I have to as well. I don't have any other choice.
La grabación termina aquí. Tignari introduce la siguiente pinta.
If I place another 2 control modules here to simulate the brain's thalamus... of course my heart decides to act up now. Why did I cut medication from our expenses? Karkata, come help me. Strange. I feel weak. Oh no, I have to shut down the extractor. Shut it off. If we let them recharge indefinitely, they'll go out of control. Right. I never input a command to shut down the extractor, so you don't understand what I'm saying. In the end, it's just like the Academia said. Mechanical life forms only bring danger. I'm sorry, Kakata. In the end, I still wasn't able to turn you into a true mechanical life form.
La última grabación termina aquí.
I see. So the ley line effluence was an accident. After Abatui's unexpected death, the mechanical monsters were driven by their instincts and continuously drew out power from the ley line extractor. This eventually resulted in severe damage to the ley lines.
Entonces, Karkata...
Paimon understands. Then why didn't Karkata go haywire like the other machines?
Because Karkata is different from the other machines. Structures similar to living organisms, the ability to cry and laugh, and capacity for independent thought. To Abatui, only a machine with these features could be considered a mechanical life form. Perhaps only by building such a machine could he have the Academia acknowledge his protracted research. But if he had slowed down and saw Karkata as a friend instead of an experimental product, he would have noticed. Karkata can't speak. And yet it cares about Abatui far more than it does about itself.
What does that mean?
You'll see in a bit. But before that, we have a more urgent task at hand. First, let's find the control unit for the ley line extractor and shut it down.
¿Esa es allá arriba? Ah, que la chingada. What? Ah.
More of this transparent flooring. It feels like a maze.
Interesante.
Below us is the final room. The control unit is likely in there.
The way ends here. Wanna try jumping down?
Hola.
Enshroud! Ha! Ha! Boom! Let's nip that in the bud.
Boba, get them! Eat this!
Our bond is strong! Out of my way!
Go! After I nip, it's the fire!
Can't see. I hear everything. Ha!
Stand with me!
This should be the control unit. Once we turn it off, the ley line extractor should also shut down. Without an external force damaging the ley lines, they should start to slowly repair themselves. Oh, but I bet you two are more worried about Karkata. Let's head back.
Veamos. Ah, lol, eso abría esa zona. Cuando entramos estaba esa zona ahí. Hola. Dale. Al fin de cuentas es una máquina.
So, Karkata has been collecting parts because it thinks doing so will fix its owner?
Karkata is unable to understand the concept of death. However, it probably remembers when Abatui replaced its parts when it malfunctioned, and how that restored it to an operational state. It's true that Karkata isn't able to think or understand many topics, but it is like a small child that imitates what adults do.
So that's why it kept stealing mechanical parts. But it can't repair its owner, no matter how hard it tries.
Yes, but the important thing is that it formed the thought of wanting to repair Abatui. No one knows how this thought came to be, but it has even suppressed the instincts that Abatui had installed. If it really is as we've predicted, this research truly will make waves in the academia. It might have been possible to achieve this with ancient technology, but no one has been able to do the same with modern tools.
Karkata? Karkata? Can you hear Paimon? Tignari says you're awesome!
No responde.
It reached its limit. It hasn't recharged this entire time, nor has it replaced its severely damaged parts. It's a miracle that it managed to hang on for so long. I'm going to confirm that the ley line extractor has shut down. Come with me. Let them be alone for a while.
¿Qué? Frente a ti se encuentran Karkata, que deja de funcionar, y Alba Rooney sin vida. Alba, lo que sea.
The ley line extractor has ceased operations. Traces of ley line energy are still in the atmosphere, but the effluence's source has been stopped. The purification moving on, those affected by the ley lines need immediate care. We'll put up an announcement on the bulletin board about the dangers of entering the contaminated region, and for symptomatic individuals to find Kale.
La investigación de Alba...
According to the academia's policies, we need to bring everything back. Research materials related to mechanical life forms will be destroyed, and Karkata will be disassembled and sealed away.
What the heck?
You two should return first. I'll take care of things here. Although we've stopped the source of the effluence, the ley line energy in the air exceeds normal values. Your bodies won't be able to hold up if you continue to stay here.
But...
Listen, the traveler hasn't rested very well, right? Also, it'll take some time to pack up all the research documents. You're not familiar with this research after all, so you won't be of much use here. Tell the Adventurers Guild that the incident has been resolved, and then get some sleep. We can discuss matters tomorrow.
Debo de acelerar ya, ¿eh?
Oh, and don't talk about Abatui. The fewer that know about mechanical lifeform research, the better.
All right. Then let's go back to Catherine.
Why are you still here? I'll take care of this. Go and report to the Adventurers Guild, and then get some rest.
Bueno. Fuímonos. Corazón mecánico se llama la misión. Sí. No me jodas. La aventura requiere valor para poder interactuar con... ¡Ay, su puta madre! ¡Ah! ¿Lo queremos aceptar algún encargo? ¡Eso es todo!
Anyway, so the contaminated region turned out to be a ley line effluence deep in the forest. Things are already getting back to normal.
I see. Thank you for your hard work. Once the excess ley line energy dissipates from the air, we should be able to make an announcement for residents to resume their normal activities. This is the stipulated reward. Please accept it.
Después de marcharte, te lleva a un lugar tranquilo.
Karkata going to be sent back to the academia? It's already damaged, but Paimon feels sad thinking about it getting disassembled.
Yo también.
Oh, then how about we find Tignari tomorrow and ask him not to do that? Paimon really wants to go right now, but Tignari said that we would discuss matters tomorrow. We'll probably make him mad if we go now, huh?
Eso creo.
Alright then, we'll find Tignari tomorrow and tell him...
No quería hacer eso, pero ok. Espera hasta el día de mañana. Hasta el día de mañana. ¿Mañana? ¿A qué hora? ¿Y ahora? Hasta las 8. Madre. ¿Sí ven esa pirámide de por allá?
How are you feeling? Sleep well? We should go find Tignari. How do you think we should ask him?
¿Cómo chingados? Eso.
Keep your voice down. The lilac daphne, a daphne of the genus Thameliaceae, has a strong anticonvulsant effect, can be made into an anesthetic powder. Extrapolating from these two datasets, it would be particularly potent against Piscine species. Hey, make sure you're getting all this down.
¿Qué?
I thought I told you all to keep your voices low. Plants aren't afraid of noise, but your shouting is making my ears ring.
XD.
You didn't disassemble Karkata?
Why would I do that?
¿Y por qué lo iba a hacer?
Paimon thought you said, according to the Academia's policies...
So that's why you two barged in like barbarians at this hour. Fine, I suppose I wasn't clear enough about this yesterday. What I meant was, according to the Academia's policies, all products of research must be destroyed. That's why we can't let the Academia discover that place.
Entonces en realidad te quedaste allí para...
Anyway, the first thing I did was repair Karkata. During my time at the Academia, I took an elective course at the Spantama. Who knew it would prove useful one day? We then buried Abatui together. After organizing the research materials, I kept some as a souvenir. Most of it was burned to hide the evidence. I'm not with the Academia, so what do their policies have to do with me? On the other hand, I am the Forest Watcher of the Avidya Forest. I have a duty to protect all life in the forest. All life brought forth in this world has meaning, and Karkata is no exception. If it exists, then it shouldn't be carelessly abandoned or destroyed.
That's great! Wait, you just said life form. You recognize Karkata as a true living being now?
The possibility exists, is all. It's hard to explain Karkata's efforts to repair Abatui. Abatui only left behind a small portion of his research. Who knows how many commands he installed? Maybe a conflict between all those commands resulted in this sort of behavior. From a more rigorous perspective, it is impossible to conclude that Karkata is a real life form. But the possibility exists. I am... By the way, I'm not interested in continuing research on this subject. I'm just letting it hang out here because this place is relatively secluded. But as things stand now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to make it my research assistant. At the very least, it can record my experiments. What do you think?
Vaya. Vaya, vaya. ¿Quién lo diría? Interesante. Mira. Bonito. Dame eso. ¿Qué es esta chingadera? ¿Esa es la cámara de Jade? ¿Es la cámara de Jade? ¿What? Se ve desde aquí. Ay, ay, ay. Qué agridulce sabor en la boca. Wow. Qué historia para tan... chocante. No sé, fue una historia rara. Pero hey, los mechas. Por cierto, a ver, ya llegué. Tarde. Vamos a ponerle. Tarde. ¿Estás interesado en completar algún encargo? ¿Qué tal es mi reputación en Sumeru? A ver. Ah, no. Esto. Y nada más. 220. Chingada madre. Necesito más exploración para tener 100 y aún así no me alcanza. Esto va a tardar. Esto va a tardar. La frescura de los sueños, el precio, el deber de los superchefs, el anzuelo omnipotente y ningún animal es perfecto. Pensé que... Bueno, ya qué demonios. Vámonos a la verga. Como decía, sabor agridulce la misión por el tema de que... la madre, la investigación. Pero hey, se quedó el robot y si lo voy a visitar, ¿se habrá quedado ahí? Es que ya me alejé bastante como para decir, para... Una, visitar a Tignari y otra, hablar con Ruja de Bata. Espera. Y Ruja de Bata no era la... Mira, ya no está la máquina. Soy un tarado. Oh, mira, aquí está. Vaya. Mira que es así, no me lo esperaba. Ok. Te lo compro. Es decir... Al menos hay un detalle visual que te dice que... O sea, un detalle de que te recuerda que ahí está lo que hiciste o lo que visitaste, ¿sabes? No es como la misión esta de la Miko. ¿Dónde está? Uy, no he utilizado esa chingadera para nada. Como por ejemplo esto. Solamente la tengo en recuerdos aquí. Pero... ¿Y si consumiese esa cosa? Nada, no hay registro de que existía una Miko. Aquí hay registro de que en algún momento en la historia completé esto de aquí. De que viví esto de aquí. Así que se siente chido. Después. Deme un momento, déjame ver qué chingados. Oh. Ese era el problema. A ver, deme un momento. Solo fueron 8 minutos. A ver, voy. De hecho voy a llamar de una vez. Y déjeme colgarle al Kevin. Atender llamada. Ahí está. Ahí está. Ah, su máquina. Está eléctrico. Ya.
Sí, lo hice a propósito. Tenía que conectar el micrófono.
Sí, chingada madre. Me dieron toques en los oídos. ¿Estás listo?
Nuevo evento de Genshin. Sí. Nuevo evento de juguito naranja. Oh.
De hecho. ¿De qué trata, por cierto?
No tengo la más mínima idea. Abrí Steam ayer solamente porque quería ver un juego de oferta y pues apareció la noticia que había evento y pues te avisé y
según es de... Chingada madre. Según es de... Es de... como...
No, o sea, solo sé que termina el 17 de septiembre. Y parece que hay una nueva modalidad de juego, por lo que he visto.
No, es que es como una cosa aparte de algo que tú puedas jugar. Es decir, solamente te dan como movimientos cada vez que juegas. Movimientos dados, pues. Con los que te puedes mover. Y tú en una parte, en una cosa muy aparte del gameplay, tú avanzas casillas. Como canjear tus movimientos. Para irte pues desbloqueando cosillas.
Mira que
y tú puedes ver el mapa, de hecho. O sea, el tablero.
A ver.
Tú eliges para dónde irte y toda la chingadera.
Solo
Y al final...
The Path to Secret.
Y al final no sé qué chingado sea. No indagué porque quería jugar y dije... Ah, chinga su madre.
Pues vamos a ver, ya estoy encendiendo el juego. Y tengo actualización. Dame 2 minutos que sale la actualización. Son 300 megas nada.
O sea, 5 minutos.
Según esto, estoy a una velocidad de 7 megas por segundo, así que... Minuto y medio.
Me chingo esta
subió a 8, menos. 9 megas por segundo de descarga. 10 por segundo, nice. 11, nice. La primera vez que llego a 12 megas por segundo de velocidad, nice.
No manches, me lo destruí. Pues, ¿y el Seba?
Listo, terminó la descarga. ¿Era Sebas? Sí. Le pasaste la voz, ¿no? Muy temprano para que se vaya a dormir todavía.
Me le escribo por WhatsApp.
Mientras tanto voy abriendo el jueguito. Madre, cierro esta otra madre.
Ya es hora tortuga.
Nuevo mapa de evento. El jugador puede escoger su propio camino al meta con diferentes longitudes de camino y diferentes recompensas a lo largo de él. Gana estrellas, naranjas, desbloquea cosméticos o incluso desbloquea bonos de...
Cierto, no he hecho mis diarias.
Cada primer juego del día en cada modo de juego te garantiza 3 puntos de movimiento para el evento. Y un juego adicional te da 1 punto de movimiento por juego. Si logras terminar antes, puedes seguir jugando el mapa de evento para recolectar aún más recompensas. Ya cargo. Ay, no, tengo que soplarme toda la historia de la campaña, joder.
Pues sirve que haga tonterías, digo, que termine de...
Genial, más traje de baño. Interesante.
En efecto, yo también pensé, pero son personajes que ni tengo.
Por 2, pero...
Pensé que era Teotorata la que tenía el traje, pero es Lulu en su lugar. Y güey, la de Lulu está bien bonita, güey.
Son personajes que... O sea, son todos DLCs obviamente, pero son DLCs que no son de los más conocidos, ¿no? Normalmente no veo muchos juegos con estos DLCs.
Sí, de hecho. Te mamaste, pinche Twitch.
Pasó.
No, que... según yo tenía una recompensa ahí y no se acumularon las horas de visualización. Por lo que valió ver. Fuera de aquí. No hay problema, vamos. ¡Mucho texto! Si Seba no viene en 10 minutos, empezamos en chingas. Llevan 4 días consecutivos que me dan esta fucking misión. No me pasa.
¿Qué onda con esta mascota? Es un Pomeranian con sombrerito.
Sí, esa... ¿Es una mascota?
¿Parece? No creo que sea un jugador.
De hecho, sí puede ser una mascota, una nueva mascota. Puede ser.
La otra sí parece un nuevo jugador.
No hay nuevos. Esta de ahí ya está.
¿Un pescado? ¿Wati?
Esa... Bueno. Bueno. Ahí sí me ganaste. Pensé que hablabas de la otra.
No, de Arnel sí la conozco ya.
Ok.
Contra todos ellos ya he jugado en partidas. Está bien que no tenga los DLCs, pero al menos reconozco a los personajes DLC. Ok, aquí se juegan los juegos en cualquier modo para recibir puntos de movimiento, los cuales podrás usar para explorar el mapa del evento. Ganarás 3 puntos de movimiento por primer juego del día y un punto adicional por cada juego. Un punto de movimiento te permite moverte un panel en el mapa del evento. Los puntos de movimiento automáticamente serán usados para viajar a lo largo del camino que escojas hasta un cruce. Depende de ti decidir cuál camino tomas cuando sigas este viaje. Pasando ciertos paneles te garantizarán estrellas, naranjas, cosméticos random o incluso una pequeña recompensa de evento. Ok, interesante. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, este mapa es enorme.
¿Cómo así?
Interesante, este mapa es enorme. Estas estrellas... No, naranja no necesito mucho, me interesan más las estrellas y los cosméticos.
Me sigo...
Puede ser por el camino recto.
Me sigo mentando la madre a mí mismo porque en algún momento yo tuve 999 naranjas que no se podían
sí.
seguir acumulando y 99.999 estrellas que no se podían seguir acumulando. Yo de...
Y seguiste jugando, no ganaste ni mierda.
Sí. Yo era como de bro.
Tengo los Tiger Kigurumis, tengo todos los Tauki Kigurumis. Yo no tengo nada más interesante en que gastar naranjas. No voy a comprar emotes, no voy a comprar emotes. 45 naranjas cada puto emote, no vale la pena.
Mientras tanto yo gastándome todo en emotes.
Que no lo vale, en serio, güey, no lo vale para nada.
No, de emotes no, sino en... esta madre de la...
No, puta madre, le di clic al gachapón por accidente.
Pendejo.
Me dieron un emote de Aru.
Aru. Aru. Aru, Aru. Aru. Desafinando.
¿Te duele algo, güey?
No me responde.
Me dieron un emote de esta pendeja ya que he hecho. Tengo exactamente 333 naranjas.
A juego.
Bueno, a ver. ¿Ya creaste la sala?
No, sigo en el Genshin, te digo mientras tanto. El Sebas, faltan como 5 minutos.
Voy a entrar en una partida acá que encontré una consuming coach. A la mierda, nivel 336, ¿qué pedo?
Te digo, hay algunos que no tienen vida.
1752 victorias, joder. Y yo aquí humildemente con mis 61 victorias.
¿No tienen otro juego esas personas?
Parece que no, güey. Hi, oh hi, yep. Go to no sé, deja de jugar. Ah, ready, pues. Me olvidé ponerle ready. Mixer, high, off. Oh, ¿quieren dice por el... Güey, ¿quieren dice por el logro de ganar este juego sin derrotar ningún Vulpes?
¿Cuántos hay ahí?
4
completos. Chinga la madre.
Sí.
Ya valió verga.
Sí. No kill goalposts. Vamos por el logro.
Pues... ¿sabes?
Serov, ¿cuál es el mixer? Charity, dealer and dealer is very helpful.
Pues ya estoy listo. A ver, del correo que... ah, sí. Ya voy iniciando esta chingadera. No tengo información del Sebas, ¿eh?
Ok, listo. Tengo para jugar con mi mío Avenger. Carajo. Mira.
Bueno.
Hoy que no juega como dealer, dice. Pura energía. Ok, están jugando, parece que van a jugar 2 dealers, un healer y un Avenger que soy.
¿Vas a jugar esa partida?
Sí, güey, quiero ver si consigo el logro, dame un rato.
Ah, a ver. Cierro esto.
Desde hace rato quiero ese logro, a ver si lo consigo. Si no gano con esta partida, ya GG.
Odio que el juego de naranja, neta, es un juego tan sencillo, pero tarda un vergo en cargar.
Sí.
Cuello.
También pesa regular, ¿eh?
Güey, pesa más el Borderlands y carga en chinguiza. A ver, entonces continúo. Que de hecho, ¿qué vi rojo por ahí? Ah, no.
Tiger Kigurumi. Tecitos cool.
Ahorita que lo recuerdo, ¿esto ya lo hice? Esto no lo he hecho. ¿Esto ya lo hice? Sí, ¿verdad? Eso sí ya lo hice. Hice el lobo. Es que la neta de resina, no he hecho el lobo. Resina ya no me sobra, la verdad. Esto me hace falta. Esto igual me hace falta.
Cascar.
Resina no me hace falta, ni modo. Mi pierna.
¿Qué carta?
También podría hacer esa segunda. Hola.
Teamwork is strength! Let me weave you a verse. Know my sword! Now you shall perish!
Perfecto. 2. Era, ¿no? Amistad, ahí está. Que en vez de... Que todo les falta. En vez de... este men voy a poner a...
Trainee Forest Ranger Cole, reporting.
Olé. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? Más pito. ¿Qué es esto? Esculturas de madera. Figurillas disponibles para exhibir. Aumentarán en uno dentro de un día. Tonterías. Merodeando la selva. Inocencia escultórica. Sí, que la chingada. Ya déjame ver qué necesito. Oh. Derrota. Bueno. Cuando esté exhausto y aturdido, tras haber entrado en el estado revitalizado. Ey. Destruye un pistilo positivo. ¿Cómo? Destruye un pistilo negativo. ¿Cómo se hace eso? Esos 2 tipos de pistilos generan un estallido eléctrico. Bueno. No entiendo nada. Entonces tengo que matar a esa pinche planta. Pájaro. Mientras... no haya ni madres. O sea... mientras haga un efecto raro que no sé cuál es. Oye, sí es cierto, tengo que ir a reclamar esa jaja. Casi me voy sin reclamar 20 protogemas. Como el Slenderman ese de... protogemas.
Add as...
¿Cómo? ¿Todavía falta uno? ¿Dónde? Chis, los mariachis, a ver, ¿qué pedo? ¿What? Oh, no, lo que pasa es que Ski me está marcando de que puedo marcar esto. Ah, qué pendejada. Me están mareando estos culeros. 30 segundos. ¿Qué pasó?
¿Qué estás? Nada, me quedo muerto. Sacaron de la partida por ir. No vuelvo a entrar. Pero recién me he pasado 2 turnos nada más. Nadie ha matado a ningún Vulpes todavía. Solamente hay un Vulpes más. ¡Ey! Hay otro mío. ¿Han puesto a una mío healer? ¿What the fuck? Oye, pero qué lindo traje de reina demonio. ¿Cómo consigo ese traje?
Vale. ¡Pague! ¿Te imaginas?
Dale.
A ver, ahora sí. Vamos a ver al pajarote. Y luego veo cómo chingados saco.
Evento RPG. ¡Ah, rayos! Cuando no estaba jugando yo. Maldito sea. Actual Board... Ah, no. Actual Board Event. Ah, es parte del evento que está ahorita. ¡Oh! Quiero ese traje. Me gusta. Ok, tengo una buena excusa para viciarme. Roll dice event or random drop. Nice.
Let's light it up.
Hora de viciarme.
Nice and spicy.
¿Cómo sé en qué estado está esta chingadera? ¿Se acumula con electro? A ver, vamos a intentar.
Shine down.
Oh, sí se acumula y un chingo.
Nunca había visto a un amigo healer, qué interesante.
Illusion shattered.
Uy, what?
¡Uy, sí la mató, güey!
Fleeting dream.
Chinga.
Going in. You're toast. Witness the power of Gugwa. Put the body in. There is no escape.
Creo que eso cuenta, ¿verdad? Uy, no, espérate.
Deja de huir, pelota.
Pelota. Estoy haciendo el evento sin querer. Qué mamada.
Falta para... Ah, no. Para no.
No es como que nunca lo vayamos a hacer, la verdad. Tras 7 horas. Tras un día, su puta madre. En 2 días entonces. Un día. ¡En 4 días! Güey. Así no se dio. 4 días. Qué desgraciados, güey. Así no se disfruta ningún evento, hijos de su...
¿Por qué me tocan puros dados chicos, maldita sea? 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, maldita sea. No me ha tocado ni un solo dado mayor a 3 desde que empecé a jugar.
Ahora sí. Sin querer estoy haciendo el evento. Consume resina. No, ¿qué es esto?
Qué horrible ser Avenger cuando los enemigos están todos bien pinche lejos de ti.
Oye, bueno, no importa. Yo lo hago luego. Esta es la pinche planta. Vamos a visitar los teleporters mientras el Álvaro decide. O se le muere una portería por accidente. Oh shit.
It's nothing. Our bond is strong.
Vienen en el mismo sitio, me parece perfecto. Yes.
¿Hoy?
¿Qué pasó?
Sí, mátalo.
Está loco.
Tenemos 10 estrellas. Así. Vamos a 2 jugadores en el centro. Oh. Au, au. Joder, mataron a 3. Soy el único vivo. ¡Ah! Auxilio. Ayuda. Llevar el hormiguón. Necesito. Bien, me divierto.
Achis, achis, los mariachis, no. ¿Por qué te cierras?
Por otro más. Maldición. Esto no va bien. Ah. Oh. Adiós.
Para activar.
Bien, revivir. No, me mataron. Me da chance de que... No, reviví el toque. Estamos 4 estrellas de conseguir norma.
No mames, güey. Qué divertido es esto. Oh shit, ya no. No.
Don't waste my time.
Submit! And step. Discretion.
¿Me murió?
Uy. Ah, la mágica linterna. O sea, una healer que no se cambió la hiper de mío, maldita sea. Uno, maldita sea. Eso quiere decir que este pendejo saca así, me va a atacar. Quiero que me ataque. Atácame, atácame, atácame. Atácame si te atreves, puto.
No se atreve.
No sé, puto.
Well, why settle for less than more?
Murió. Ah.
¡Ah! Me muero.
Ah, por otro lado.
Domando los elementos. Cuando el personaje usa causa reacciones de aceleración, intensificación, propagación, florecimiento, sobrefloración, sobreflorecimiento, crepitar
¿Cómo para que tantas estrellas? Ah, sí.
Domando los elementos, la ubicación donde se causó la... Se liberará una onda de choque que inflige daño verdadero. Este efecto solo se puede activar una vez. Es que chingados está pasando.
Como pelota. Acá.
Piensa el desafío. Derrota a todos los... Au. ¿Qué? Yo vengo por esta cosa, no por tu tontería. A la vez. ¿Hay un escudo verde? No. Alex.
Juego ayuda. Double. Oh.
We can't have treasure unaccounted for.
Ahora vuelvo arriba, ¿verdad? Joder, la verga otra vez.
Uy. ¿Por qué? No, porque me están evitando, maldita sea. Vengan acá. Ya, a este no le queda otra que atacarme. Y me tocó un 6.
Tomado forma y así evitar la aparición. Me puedes revitalizarlos con el elemento electro.
Está alargando demasiado, llevamos como 10 capítulos sin matar a nadie.
Ya estoy pendejeando, la verdad. Vaya. Ya lo vi.
¿Cuántas subí? Ah, necesitamos una más para conseguir norma. Juan Splashy. Ok. Oh, rayos.
Es abajo. Y encima del teleporter, básicamente.
A la mierda ese drop. Au. Or maybe not. Necesito que me golpeen a mí.
Como putas yo ya va.
Oh shit.
Oh chingados.
Bien, tengo que activar from beyond. Por acaso. No, exacto.
Anda la osa. ¿Cómo rayos la activo esta madre? Me faltan horas de juego en Sumeru. Bueno, caso perdido. Vamos para allá.
Oh, nadie.
Más abajo.
Bien. Bien, le derrotamos a todas las unidades en un solo turno, nice. Sí, yes, Norma, sí.
¿Cómo que más abajo? Y voy al mismo teleporter que vi. Ay, que la chingada. ¿No hay una entrada?
Uy, esas estrellas, papá.
No parece haber una entrada. Bueno. A la chingada.
Mátalo. ¿Por qué uso el...? Ok, acabo de ver una decisión bien estúpida, Vlad.
Ya ves.
Este jugador tenía +2 de evasión. El enemigo sacó un 2 en su dado. Y el muy inteligente usó defender.
El pendejo es mi pasión. ¿Cómo? Ah, ya, pendejo. Ya los vi. Pase para allá. Ole. Me el dedo.
Ah,
I knew this day.
Bueno. Au. Dolió.
¿Quién le está matando más que yo, maldita sea?
Stand with me.
No, no es cierto. Adiós, healer. Uf, sobrevivió. Ya no. ¿Quién queda vivo? No puede ser, queda solo un jugador vivo. Y es el dealer.
Chingados.
Listo, reviví. Y ahora sí, esta pelota tiene que venir a atacarme.
What?
Ven, atácame, atácame.
It's nothing.
No,
Our bond is strong. I'll settle this. Your life is mine. Give up. It's nothing.
¿Quién es directo? Healer.
Submit.
Start blasting light.
What?
Don't waste my time.
Nice.
And leap.
No va a take place. LOL. No hay batallas durante un capítulo, qué interesante.
We can't have treasure unaccounted for.
¿Y esto por qué se selló? No tiene sentido. Ah, pendejo. Ah. ¿Ves? Ahora sí. Fly me to the victory.
Ah, fuck. ¿Quién me hizo 5 de daño, maldita sea? Ah, este. No, uff.
Looking for trouble?
No, pudiste haber matado a la otra, ¿por qué no lo hiciste?
Me rompí las piernas. Pero salta, chinga.
Law of the jungle.
Give up. Don't waste time.
I'll take my leave.
Música está bien vergas.
A keen eye.
No mames. Ah, claro. Se entra por aquí debajo y se llega hasta más abajo. Claro, ¿por qué no lo pude haber adivinado antes? Vámonos. Perdón, cerdongo.
¡A la mierda! Nos mataron absolutamente a todos en un solo turno.
Su puta.
Todos los minions ocasionan 1 de daño para cada jugador que está. ¡A la mierda! Yo estaba a vida full, huevón. Y ve el Avenger al...
¿Ya?
Otra. Ah, carajo. Voy, anda creando la partida,
¿Ya?
Sí, anda creándola.
Voy pues. Ah, sí es cierto que esta chingadera... Ahí va. En lo que inicia... Déjame intercambiar título y plataforma. Esto no se reinicia, creo. En fin. A ver. Yo me voy retirando, amiguitos. Yo ahorita me voy a pasar con Álvaro y tal vez el Sebas, pero el Sebas se está tardando un montón. ¿Quién sabe qué le habrá sucedido? Pero venga, yo me paso a Twitch, los que están en YouTube, si es que están gente ahí todavía. Me paso a Twitch a emitir algo del jugo de naranja. En todo caso, para las historias nos estaremos viendo quizá mañana. No sé, exploración es lo que me falta, así que eso es lo importante que creo que es el día de mañana. O tal vez los desafíos semanales también me hacen falta. Vale, pues ahí nos estaremos viendo. Si están en tubo, se pasan para Twitch, no hay ningún problema. Entonces estaremos hablando. ¿Vale? Bonita noche los de tubo.